match was not deliberate.
I woke up to people on moments ago. Everything that I did intentionally now was supposed to be nothing before it was false. It's exhausting. It's awful. Heartbreaking.
Happened.
The latest updates from them, we are awaiting a word from them on the latest from these hospitals. Reporting live, I'm Alex Rosier, NBC4 News.
All right, Alex, thank you for that. And for the first time, only on 4, Gutierrez and his family sat down with NBC4's Colleen Williams.
Hi, friends. I see you're all starting to pop on. Monique with Grace and Tatter Lace here. I'm so excited to be in a different place today. We're in the kitchen instead of the craft room. And I didn't even think about that when I made my post. So I apologize. Hello, Terry. Thank you for joining me. Thank you so much for sprinkling the love. I appreciate that. You guys, as you pop on, let me know that you're here. Say hello. Let me know you're watching from. Oh, awesome. Awesome, Kathy. Hello, Stephanie. Okay, wow, we have a lot coming on, you guys. I'm so excited to be here. Hello, Christine. Oh, I'm so excited that you were able to jump on a live and catch it. I'm sorry it's not going to be a craft today, but we're going to stain some fabric. Hello, Joan. Hello, Susie. You guys, I get so many. Hello, Brenda. I get so many messages in my inbox. Which I'm totally fine with. You guys, if you have questions, please feel free to message me and ask me questions. I'm not saying please don't message me. But this is probably the #1 most asked question is about staining the fabric and baking the fabric. And so I thought, let's do a live. Let's show you guys how to do it. And then I can refer you guys back to the video, those that are asking, and show you guys how to do it. All right. Hello, Kay. Hello, Terry. Hello, Lizette. You guys, welcome, 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 welcome to all the newbies. Hello, Jill. Thank you so much. You guys, I so appreciate you guys coming. I apologize, the TV is going in the background, but the husband is here. He's watching TV, and you know I can't change that. So anyway, hello, Roxanne. Thank you guys so much. All right, I have a couple pieces here. I've got drop cloth. Hello, Sue. I got some drop cloth. Now, you guys, this is nowhere near what I would be normally staining. I just happened to grab a piece that was already cut and ready to go. Hello, Terry. And I have a piece of muslin fabric, and I think I'm going to go ahead and, whoo, it's already in there. We're going to trim this down just a little bit because I don't need it to be so big to show you guys really what to do. And then I also have a piece, I thought, after I posted that, I thought, let's go ahead and do the paper too. So let's do some paper also. Let's get the fabric started, and then we could do the paper. But I'm going to tip you guys down a little bit to the sink so you guys can see. I have a container. I already have a pot of brewed coffee in here. It's strong coffee. What weight of drop cloth do I usually use? Roxanne, I usually get mine from either Amazon or Home Depot. Lowe's does not carry it, the size that we need. I get, it's medium weight, and it's 8 ounces. I've heard others use lightweight, and they get it at Freight Harbor. We have, I think, one Freight Harbor here local to me, and it's not that close. So I just go to Home Depot because it works for me. Anyway, all right, I'm going to tip you guys down. I'm going to go off camera so you guys can see what I'm doing. I'm going to step away, grab my gloves. I'm seeing them in the distance, and I can see that I forgot to bring them over here. Welcome to all the newbies, you guys. I'm so excited that you guys are here. I'm going to try to make this short and sweet. I've rolled up my sleeves because it does splatter. I do have on an apron because I am wearing a white shirt, and I always end up with, you know, right here at the sink line where it splatters on me. So make sure you're not wearing a white shirt or you have an apron or something to cover yourself up. Hello, Karen. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let me grab my gloves. Let me tip you guys down. I started wearing gloves, you guys, because I do this so much. And coffee is very acidic, and my hands are already dry enough as it is. And so it's really helping save and protect my hands a little bit. So anyway, you guys, I would love for you guys to, if you enjoy this, please give me some hearts. If you like, share it. Okay? All right, so here we have, this is just a basic piece of muslin fabric. All right, we're going to put this, oh wait, I already forgot the most important thing. We have to add the instant coffee. And of course, I don't even have very much up here. My word. I hope this is going to work. Kevin, can you go down to my craft room and find this next to my table? the coffee, it's going to be on the left-hand side.
In that same jar?
Yeah, it looks like this. I have to send the husband to get more, you guys. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I have like a half-empty jar up here. In my craft room, you're not going to believe it's like half kitchen. I have coffee, I have cinnamon, I have vanilla, and now I have baking soda. Thank you so much, you guys. Hello, Donna. Hello, Tracy. Okay, you guys, this is the coffee that I get from Dollar Tree. There goes this one, and there's another one that's a yellow package. This is what I start with, and I brew it. I feel the basket as full as I can get it with this stuff. My coffee pot has a bold brew a button, and so I will brew it that way. This stuff is so nasty coming from the coffee pot, I would never drink it. Thank you. Okay, thank you, Kevin. All right, so I'm going to tip you guys down. We're going to pour some of this inside here, and I can just show you guys. I don't measure, I just dump. All right, there we go. There is our coffee in our pot. Usually I will use a big pot, but for live purposes, I wanted for you guys to be able to see it better than inside of a pan. So we're just going to go ahead and use what I have left in here, because it's not much. And then we'll use a little bit more. And I hope that you guys can see this okay. So that's probably going to be good. Let's see, we'll give it a stir.
So as we take a look at all the nice high clouds overhead right now, keep in mind that for tonight we'll see some chilly temperatures across parts of the region. For the week though ahead, we will have a gradual warming.
So I don't know if you guys can see, but it's pretty thick and pretty gross. Okay, you'll be able to see some good tinge. I don't know if you guys can see. So you can see how it has like a really good tinge. That's the part that's going to stain. Your instant coffee is what really gives it the stain. The coffee, the brewed coffee, I wouldn't say really stains it, you guys. It just kind of helps enhance it and not have to use so much instant coffee. All right. Hello, 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 you guys. All right, we're going to put our drop cloth, our muslin in, you guys, and we're just going to put it right inside the water. Making sure that you get all areas covered and that there's no white spots, okay? It's a little trickier when you have bigger pieces, which I usually do. Now we're just going to leave that one in there just for a few minutes while we do the drop cloth. The drop cloth tends to absorb the coffee a lot easier. And we're going to do the same thing. Getting all of the areas covered. Okay, and then I just wring it out, you guys. It's going to make a mess in your sink, so just be prepared for that. Okay, and usually I'm not going to lie, I have a giant piece that I'm having to kind of manipulate and fold over and wring around, a couple different times, but I'll wring it pretty good and get that coffee out. Okay, but it's not all out, you guys. It's not dripping, but it's wet. Okay, so this is what we have going on. All right. Now I'm going to set this off to the side. We're going to pull the muslin out, and then we'll step over to the oven. Okay. All right. Same thing with that. All right. This is what it'll look like when it comes out of the coffee, you guys. Okay. All right. Now, I'm going to take you guys over to the oven, all right? Hold on one second. Let me get this off my hands. All right. All right, let's see if we can do this. All right, there's the oven, you guys. I've already have it preset to 350. Now, I know a lot of people don't like 350, but I like 350, okay? Do what you feel comfortable with. The lower the temperature, the longer it's going to take, all right? I put foil on the bottom of my oven because sometimes it will drip, and it just helps with the drip, all right? So I'm just going to take it kind of all rumply like this, and I'm just going to put it right there on the rack. And the same thing with this one. We might just put this one long. bit long like this. And then we'll just leave it in there for a little bit. We can even do the same thing with this one. So can you see how there's kind of the folds and the wrinkles? That's where it's going to start getting dark. Okay? We'll just close it and let it sit in there. Now, I'm going to take you guys back to the sink so we can do the paper, okay? All right. Whew, that was an awful close-up. All right. Any questions? Is there any questions? I can answer questions before we start the paper. No, okay. You do yours in the garage sink. Yeah, you're so lucky to have a garage sink, Teresa. I don't have one of those. Yes, Roxanne, you can do paper. Okay, so I have a piece of craft paper. I have a giant roll. You can use a paper bag. You can get one. Yes, I have a gas stove, Brenda. You guys can use a paper bag. The water is actually, I'm not going to lie, the water was actually cold because I store it in this in the refrigerator, my leftovers. And this was just kind of a leftover bucket that I had, and I've added water to it, and then I added the instant coffee. Now, it doesn't matter. You can have it hot. The problem is when it's hot, if you've brewed coffee and now you're trying to touch it, it's really hot on your hands. So you want to add cold water to it to cool it down a little bit. Yes, definitely save your coffee mixture. All right, so now let's do the paper, you guys. This one I like to rumple, okay? All right, so I'm just gonna rumple it. Now I'm gonna turn you guys back down to the sink again, okay? All right, whoops. Okay, this one I do use a cookie sheet for this one, you guys. Okay, same thing. Dunk it in the water, get it nice and wet. Okay, and you can see we're just gonna wring it. And look at that goodness already, you guys. Okay, now I'm gonna do it one more time. It also kind of helps break the fibers down a little bit. And look, I just ripped it by accident, but that's okay. Those things happen. And this one I try to get a little bit more out. Now, okay, good, you guys can see it there. Here is, I'm going to put it on my cookie sheet, you guys. All right, and now we're going to add some more coffee to this. Let me dry my hands off really quick. So you can see where I've gotten it all over my sink, and it's easy to get all over yourself. Now this is what I do with this one. I now take the instant coffee and I put it between my fingers and I just kind of crunch it around. Okay, we're breaking up the little crystals. Okay. Now, usually I would use my spritzer bottle, my water spritzer, to kind of get that wet. Because you want to kind of get it wet. It helps break the crystals apart. And it lets it get a little bit darker. Okay, I don't know if you guys can see that very well. Probably not. You can see like right here, there's a spot right here. Okay. So what I'll probably do, since I don't have my spritzer, is I'll just get some water and kind of just drop it over the top of it so that it breaks the coffee up just a little bit more. Okay. Obviously now it's a little bit wetter than we want. I would definitely be using my spritzer normally. All right, so there we have that. Now we're just going to take this back over to the oven. Let me get you guys over here. All right, let me make sure you guys can see in there. Okay, so I'm just going to take this right here on the cookie sheet and I'm just going to put it right in the oven. Okay. Normally I wouldn't put it at 350. You guys, paper I would definitely use at a lower temperature. So paper I would usually use at a lower temperature because it does burn quite easily. So we're gonna stay right here. Yes. We're baking paper. Luckily the husband's sitting on the couch and he knows what I'm baking. Yeah. I wonder whoever came. Sue, I'm not gonna lie. I had a follower, and I don't remember who, put in a comment to me letting me know that they used craft paper from the Dollar Tree. Actually, what she told me was she uses manila envelopes from the Dollar Tree that she cuts up and stains with the coffee to make them kind of vintagey like to use for her tags. And I thought, wow, what if I put this in the oven? What will this look like? So, lo and behold, you saw the beautiful mess of paper that I had. Hello, Christina. Hello, Mona. Hello, Eddie. I see an Eddie too. Anyway, you guys, so that's kind of how, that was just a fluke. I just threw it in the oven and tested it out to see what could happen. And of course, I was texting my friends and showing everybody, oh my gosh, look at this wonderful goodness. Anyway, okay, so now I'm just going to put you guys back down a little bit. You can see how I kind of just turn the fabric around and let it get a little bit brown all over places, okay?
He has been over the last 3 weeks. He, a lot like Evo Samuel and so many of the other players.
So, let's see. Can you guys see that goodness, that brownness? Like, look at that brownness on there. Okay, so now we're going to turn it so that the other sides will get like that also. And just move it around, you know, frequently. It's getting close to being dried already. And there's our paper. It's getting dry. You can see, let me show you that goodness on that paper. Like, I don't know, hopefully you guys can see that. You can see all those little brown spots. And actually, I think once that comes out, I might even, to get more brownness on that paper, I might even, you know, bring it out and sprinkle a little bit more coffee on there, spritz it with some water and put it back in to get it a little bit more, you know, crusty goodness and get some good crystallizations on there. Because if you let it, if it doesn't absorb all the way and some of the coffee grains are still there, it gets some crystallizations also. So, anyway. All right. Hello, Cecily, Tracy. Who am I seeing? Yes. It does almost look like leather, Roxanne. It's really awesome. It's easy to work with. So, you're very welcome. You know what? As I was sharing when I first started, I'm going to put you guys up a little bit because I'm kind of having to tip over. When I first came on, I was letting you guys know that I get a lot of questions in my inbox. And again, please, you guys, I have no problem with you guys asking me questions. I love it. I love that I've been inspiring you guys. But the number one requested item is how do you stain your fabric and how do you bake your fabric. So I thought, why not do a live and show you guys how to do that. So please, if you have questions, go ahead and ask away. I'm happy to answer your questions. Oh yes, Erica, definitely go back and watch it. You're very welcome, Trish. Deborah, my apron is darling. I wish you guys could see the whole thing. Let's see if you guys can see it. When we sold our house and we moved to Tennessee, one of my neighbors made this for me. Oh, I'm going to probably fling this iPad out of this stand in a second. Okay, we got to check that paper, you guys. All right, look at that, you guys. Isn't that amazing? It's not quite dry, but that's okay. We don't have to have it completely dry. It will dry with this goodness just like this, all right? So we're gonna pull the paper out because I don't want it to burn because I do have it higher than I normally would, okay? And there is our fabric. Like, look at that goodness on that. I want to get this a little bit more, so I'm just going to rumple it up. I want some of that middle to get it. This one, look at this one, you guys. Okay, same thing. I want this to get a little bit more. So we're just going to leave that in there. Okay. Now, I forgot what I was going to say. I just totally drew a blank, you guys. Oh yes, my oven is usually loaded. Like I am stuffing it full of fabric. So when I open the door, there's usually a lot of steam because there's so much moisture in there. So don't worry about that. The steam is it's not a problem. And if you're really concerned, you can just vent your oven just a little bit to let that steam escape. Yes. I use the craft paper on a roll. You guys, I think I got this probably at Target or Walmart some time ago when I might even order it on Amazon. A paper bag will be just as good, you guys. A paper bag is just as good. And Dollar Tree sells the paper on a roll. You can get it there. I'm all about, if I'm going to use a large quantity, I'm all about the bigger bang for my buck. So if it costs me a little bit more money up front, in the end, per square footage, per whatever, it's going to be a little bit cheaper. Okay. Let's see. Can I show you how to bake the Mod Podge? Oh, sure, Trish. I can go on and show you guys how to do that. Yeah, Christina, you can definitely do the paper bags, and I know you probably, I think that's what you said you did also. All right, you guys, let's see. So it's not quite done, and I don't want to keep you guys here, while it's completely done. It's getting really good. Really, really, really good goodness. But, I mean, look at that. Okay, it's going to be just like that. And honestly, you could take it out of the oven like this and let it dry. It doesn't have to be 100% dry in the oven. Yeah, absolutely. You haven't seen any projects with paper yet. So Erica, I discovered this paper, gosh, I think it's been close to about a month ago. I did this with the paper, and I've been sitting on it because I didn't have a crocodile tool to do the grommets, to punch a hole. And then I finally got it, and then I didn't know how to use it. And I just learned how to do it with the grommet puncher. Yes, Christina, that's right. Christina, go back and watch Christina's live. Christina, what day was that live that you did that on? Saturday. She did her Christmas tree, right, Christina? I already forgot what it was. It was the spindle Christmas tree, I believe. Yes, she did a spindle Christmas tree, and she put paper underneath, and then she put a piece of Handel music over the top of that a little bit with the edges showing, and then her spindle Christmas tree, and it was beautiful. Yes, Shay, it is music. My husband is watching a football game. He's home, so I can't make him turn off the TV. All right, you guys, I think that we're going to go ahead and pull this out, and I'll show you what it looks like. But this is just, wow, I'm so close to you guys. But the brownness is going to stay, and then they're going to have, all of the goodness inside, both sides. And yeah, it does, if you look really close, there's oven rack marks, but by the time you tear this apart, you guys, you're not going to know that it's an oven rack. But this one is the one that is, just look at that beautifulness. I'm going to get muted with that background. Oh my goodness. Maybe I have to go hang out in the bathroom for a few minutes. I hope not. My gosh. I don't own the rights to the music, you guys. It's the football game going on in the background, and some lady is singing that, and I have no idea who it is. Otherwise, I could give her credit. I hope I don't get muted. That would be crazy. I might have to go in and cut that part out. Facebook, don't mute me. Don't mute me. I do not own the rights to that music. Facebook jail. Oh my gosh, I hope not. Somebody message me if it does get muted, you guys. I'll have to go and cut that portion out of this video. Oh my goodness, I think somebody else is going to sing now too. I better cut it off, you guys. You guys, thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate you being here. I hope I've encouraged you to go ahead and give it a shot and bake your fabric. It's not that hard. Okay, you guys can do it. Oh goodness. All right, you guys. You guys have a great night. I'm going to post, this. You guys, I'm going to post the video for this. I did this earlier today. Okay? Go check it out because this one was fun. And this was a haunted house, a Halloween haunted house that I turned into a church. Store your coffee after you've used it in some sort of a container and go back and use it. All right, you guys. Have a great night. See you later.